right? So these are not hard. Only thing is you have to concern properly. When you are creating a table in HTML or any language, even in Python, even in coding, anywhere, when you are doing that, please be concerned about these things. First of all, count the number of rows. Here you can see 1, 2, 3 rows. Count the number of columns. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. 3 rows, 6 columns. Then automatically when you multiply 3 into 6, you will get 18 cells. Right. Let me do it again. Try to understand that very well, right? So I'll do it again. Try to understand very well. I'm doing from the scratch, doing from the beginning. Okay. First of all, what you need to do, I'm taking a new file. First of all, first of everything, you have to create HTML tags. Inside the HTML tag එක මේ විදිහට දාන්න. Inside HTML, you can put head section. Inside the head section, oh, sorry. Inside the head එක open කර, head එක close කර. This is how you close. You can use notepad, right? Use notepad. Then open title. Then close the title. Why I'm closing and opening and closing same time? Yes. Then I will not forget. In the examination, you will forget these things. You have opened, but you will forget to close. Don't do that. That is why I'm aligning this. Again, another thing. That is why I'm aligning. HTML killing HTML. Then I can see HTML open and close. Head killing head. Head open and head close. Title killing title. So title open, title close. So that is why I'm writing like this. No HTML is white space is insensitive, right? Okay, good evening, Pradisha. So please listen. First of all, try to understand this. I know this is a little bit difficult since you have not done that part before, but concern, I think you can also understand this. Okay. So then opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. Inside that you are writing title. So follow the pattern that I'm doing. Then the in title. So let's say table is your title. Okay, then we saw last day when you include table, when you put the table tag, you can't see that, right? Table dala. When you save this file, save. Okay, let's save or save as. Even though after saving, so let's save this as in the document. I'm going to save that table 2.html. HTML is the extension. Table 2.html. I'm saving this. And when I save this, and when I go to the documents, open it, you cannot see anything. It is empty. Empty. Why? Because by just keeping tags, you cannot see anything. If you try to put content, let's say hello, inside table hello, then you will be able to see hello, but it is actually not inside the table. It will just display in the page. When you put the border attribute, border equal 1, then you can see, you cannot see again. You cannot see the table again, but still you can see small dot. When you include width equal, let's say 900 pixels, 900 dots, 900 pixels. Then you can see a line here, a dot with equal 900. Then let's say height equal 300. Still you will not be able to see much. You can only see the line, right? Okay, that is the table. But when you include the row, when you include a row, table row, immediately you can see the height part also. But when you try to include multiple rows, three rows, tr open, tr close, tr open, tr close, tr open, tr close, you will not be able to see the separators. Rows to not pain, but you will not be able to see the separators. Because table row must contain some data. When you put table data, then you can see the first row. Okay. When you put table data into the second row, then you can see the second, third, and you will see 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Hello is outside. Why? Hello should be written inside the table data. Table data tag is similar to body tag. Remember that. Body tag එක අපිට ඕන දෙයක් ලියන්න පුළුවන් නේ පේන ඒවා. Here, sorry, I have to include this in the body tag, right? That is my mistake again. Inside body tag, you can write anything. The table is inside the body tag, right? So similar to that, inside the TD tag, you can write anything. Body tag එක ලියන ඕනම එක TD tag එක ඇතුළේ ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Even another table you can write inside the TD tag. Table එකක් ඇතුළේ table එකක් වුණත් පුළුවන්. Now you can see the content. Okay, if you need multiple data, what to do? Add more. Say අපිට columns add කරන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. We don't have mechanism to add columns, but we can add multiple data. When you add multiple data, you can see the columns. Here, 1, 2, 3. Here also, if you add, then you'll see the multiple columns. Now this table has 3 rows, 3 columns, 3 into 3, 9 cells. This is how you are creating. That you need to understand. That is number 1 rule. Okay, then you need to merge. When you need to merge, what you're going to do? How to merge? Let's say you want to merge. These two. Understand this very carefully. Let's say you want to merge these two. මේ දෙක merge කරගන්න ඕන. This cell and this cell. But in Word, you can select and merge. Word වල නම් ගියා select කරා merge කරා. But you can't do like that. You are in coding interface. In coding, how do we merge? You have to tell to merge 2 columns. Go to the TD and say call span merge 2 columns. This is how you are telling call span 2 is asking you to merge 2 columns. It will merge, but what you have to do, you have to remove this, because to give the room, give space, you need to remove 1 column. Then only it will be balanced. Now you can see those 2 are merged. You can clearly see that. Okay, I need to merge these 4 columns. Suggest the code. මට දැන් මේ හතරම merge කරන්න ඕන. Suggest me the code. Yes. Which cell I am going to write the code? I'm going to write the code in the second row, first cell or the second cell. Suggest me, please. Situm? Anetuli, yes? Sorry?
Second cell.
Second cell. Second cell again, මොනවද මම ලියන්න ඕන? I need to say 2 columns merge කරන්න ඕනනේ. Therefore, I have to write call span 2. And also 2 rows, right? පල්ලෙහාටත් merge කරන්න ඕනනේ. Then you have to write row span 2. Understand this clearly. This says merge 2 columns, merge 2 rows. Then in order to give room, what do we need to remove? දැන් පල්ලෙහා දෙකම අයින් කරන්න ඕන. මේ hello දෙකම අයින් කරන්න ඕන. මොකද උඩ දෙන්න merge වෙලා. I have to remove these 2. Why? The above 2 has merged. So I'm deleting. And I have to remove this as well. Save it. Refresh. Done. And you can see it's merged now. Now actually you can control the width as you wish. As you wish, you can control the width. Let's say width of this is, the total is 900. No, width of this is, let's say 450, 500. You can give like that. Then you can see this is 500. And width of this is, let's say, width is 100 that you can mention. So that will be 100. 100, 500. Likewise, you can control the width. After merging only, you can control the width. Oh, before merging even you can put the width, but it will really be applied after merging this. Okay, I hope you understood the merging concept now. The activity that you have to try. So how do we merge? We have to give the number of columns which is needed to merge and number of rows. And this is the activity that I have given. After teaching this for 2 days, right? Actually, today only I taught you the merging part. Last day I taught you how to add columns, rows, etc. Now try to create this table. Okay, first of all, what you have to do, you need to count how many rows, how many columns. How many rows? Count and tell me. How many rows? It's numbered. You can understand, it's numbered. How many rows?
4
Yes,
rows and 7 columns.
4 rows, 7 columns. Everybody recognize that? These are the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 7 columns. What are the 7 columns? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initial layout. Mukut karanne epa. When this paper is given, use a rough paper and do this activity. What? Use a rough paper and write down this. Write down the table. So width and height, maybe it will be given in the question. Question එක දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Width and height will be given in the question. So let's say width is 900. Let's keep the same, right? Or you can change. Let's say width is 700 ගමුකෝ බෙදෙනවනේ අපි හතේ. 700 and height is 400 ගමුකෝ. හතරෙන් බෙදෙන. ඕ නැත්නම් අපි ගමු 100 200 ගමුකෝ. Okay, then you need to include how many rows? 4 rows. Inside one row, how many columns? 7 columns. That you can say TD. Then copy and paste this for 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Now you will see 1 row 7. But you need how many such rows? 4 rows. So copy, paste. In the paper rough sheet, rough sheet, you have to write down this. Copy and paste 4 times in the notepad, but in the examination, you'll get a rough sheet. So don't do that. Instead of doing that, you have to write this full code. Make code because you have recognized in this table the number of columns and number of rows. Number of rows ganiddi puluwan nan kadayiri andala balan. You can draw these lines. You can connect the lines to count this properly. Connect these lines too. Now you can clearly see how many columns, how many rows, and how many cells merged. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's count. So what are the merging fields? Let's go and find them. You can see this has merged. This has merged. This has merged. 3 merges. 3 merges are there. So let's write the code for this merging. The first merge, you need to write the merging code in the second row, second. 2, 2 එකේ තමයි ලියන්න ඕන. I have counted, right? 2, 2. You need to write this code. What? How many columns to merge? How many rows to merge? Yes. How many columns to merge? How many rows to merge? Tell me.
Two columns and 2 rows. 1.
Two columns and 2 rows, yes. 2 columns, 2 rows, correct. Let's write the code now. 2 columns, 2 rows කියන එක අපි ලියන්න ඕන කෝකේද second එකේ. හැබැයි මේක මතක තියාගන්න. Please remember that when you are merging, to give the room, you have to remove the cells. එතකොට 2 columns, 2 rows මම මෙතනම අඳිනවා. 2 columns, 2 rows here. These 2 columns, 2 rows are merging. What you need to erase, you need to delete this code, and this code. Right? Okay. At least take a screenshot of this. Maybe there තමයි කරන්නේ. When you need to merge, right? Take a rough sheet, write down the full scale table. Full scale table is easy. Just copying and pasting. Just write in the same. Right? Just Okay, so then delete this. You need to delete this. Make a delete kala thama ida denne. Right, let's delete this. I'll keep some space. Space tiyanna ona naha. මම අර ඔයාලට මේක පැහැදිලි වෙන්න විතරක් space තියන්න. එම් space තියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ delete කරා කියලා. But doing this will not solve the problem. If you do like this, it will not solve the problem. Why? When you try to see, you can see that will give totally unbalanced table like this. This is not the solution that you have expected. මේ තනින් තන කාලා වගේ table එකක් එහෙම එකක් නෙවෙයි ඔයාලට ඕන. That is not what you have expected. So instead of that, you have to tell that you need to merge these columns and rows. Just give me a second. Okay, so when you write col span, row span 2, now you can see it merged properly. Right, what is the next merging? The next merging is this. The next merging is this 4. That is easy. This 4. Vertically, it's merged down. This 4, vertically, it merged down. To do that, you have to go to your coordinate interface. This can be notepad. 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, fourth one. Fourth one need to be merged with the adjacent cell. I have to erase this one. And the next adjacent is this one. The next adjacent is this one. I have to erase them. So don't worry, you cannot understand this now. So why? Because if you have not like listened to the previous part, you cannot understand now. Then ඔයාට code එක බැලුවට මේක තේරුම් ගන්න අමාරුයි. මොකද කලින් තිබ්බ code එකෙන් තමයි අපි මේ erase කර කර යන්නේ. I have erased this one, and this one. So if you numbered that, you know. So let me number this. This is what? 1 1. This is 1 2. This is 1 3. This is 1 4. This is 1 5. 1 6. 1 7. That's why I'm numbering, so it's easy to understand. Then 2 1. It's not merged. 3 1. It's not merged. And 4 1. It's not merged. This is actually is merging 4, right? What are the 4 things merging? So you have to merge 2 2 and 2 3. Not only that, you have to merge 3 2 3 3. හතරක් merge වෙලා. The next one is 3 4. This is 3 5. This is 3 6. This is 3 7. Right? Okay. Now you have that numbering. So the next is 3 1. එතකොට 3 2 නැහැ. 3 2 මේක උඩට merge වුණා. 3 3 උඩට merge වුණා. 3 3 is also merged. 3 2 is also merged. Now this one is 3 4. This is 2 row, right? So my mistake. Please tell me when I'm doing this. These are 2 7. This is 3 4 3 5. තුන්වෙනි row එකේ පස්වෙනි cell එක 3 6. Third row 6 cell and third row 7th cell. 3 7. Fourth row 1, fourth row 2, fourth row 3, fourth row 4, fourth row 5, fourth row 6, Fourth row 7. To be honest, it was easy to me to explain O-level kids about this, right? I did this lesson for O-level kids even. I don't know why you're not getting this. Please pay your attention, so then it's not difficult. This is 4-7. Save, and you can see the number in now. Okay, so what I have to merge now? See this, what I have to merge? 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4. I have to merge 1 4 2 4 I have to erase. Now you can understand, right? 3 4 I have to erase, and 4 4 I have to erase. So then I can mention this 1 4 2 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 in the same cell. Why I'm going to merge? How? I'm going to row span, merge rows down 4 rows, and this is what I'm getting. Actually, if you want to write this downwards, what to do? Tell me. How can I move to down? Move down. After writing 1 4, next 2 4, next 3 4, next 4 4. How can I move down?
Using BR tag.
Using BR tag. Break rule. Break rule. I taught you this. Break rule. You can use break rule tag to move down. Break rule is a self-closing tag. I said about this. එයාට වෙනම closing tag එකක් නැහැ. එයාම තමයි closing tag. Okay, now it's moving down. 1 4 2 4. මෙතරම් මේ දෙන්නව move කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ මැද්දට BR එකක් දැම්මම. එතකොට 2 2 තියෙනවා 2 3 තියෙනවා 3 2 තියෙනවා 3 3 තියෙනවා. So it's moving down. Okay, so now that part. What is the next merging? According to the question, the next merging is this 1 5 1 6 2 5 2 6 3 5 3 6. So I have a merge 1 5 1 6. This one 1 5 1 6 2 5 2 6 3 5 3 6. So the merge the last one is, yes, it's not merged. Last one independent. These 6 I have to merge. Bigger work. So what to do? I have to go to the code. After moving to the code, I need to erase 1516. The 1516 dekama merge in hinda 15 methani ayin kala 15 space 16. Then 2526 dekatama yanna wena. 3536 tat yanna wena. 4546 ut yanna. 4546 ne. 4546 will remain. So I have to remove this, and in this code I have to tell more row span 3 rows, call span 2 rows, 2 columns, call span 2, row span 3, call span 2, save, and this is the answer expected in the examination. What I have to do is I have to write the remaining. So when you see the answer, so remember, when you see the answer, you will not be able to understand what has really happened. The reason is when you look at the final answer, it doesn't show you the steps. That's the reason. That is why I'm providing the video, rewind the video, watch it again, again and again until you understand. Then 2 5 2 6. Next BR 3 5 3 6. Okay, I think I'm done. Yes, this is it. This is the expectation from you. Okay, so there are some examinations, there are some changes. In addition to that, you can see the font color is red, so that you can mention. That is easy. Font color is red for the entire table, so you can tell this before starting the table. You can say font COLOR color, not COLOUR, color is red. And after this, you have to close this after the table, so it should apply to the entire table. So let's check. Oh, nothing happens. So that is the nature. Font color red. No, it's not changing. The reason is font color you need to mention inside the cell, right? That is the reason. font color red දානවා නම් මේ cell එක ඇතුලේ දාන්න ඕනේ. Font color red ඊට පස්සේ ඒ font එක වහන්න ඕනේ. So then what you have to do? You have to write this in each cell. Is it easy or difficult? It's a headache. You can see this is red now, but that is a headache. And not only the font color, the size you have to change. Size of the font is around 4. Let's say 5. And also you can see it's bold. It's bold, so you can mention the bold tag or strong tag. B tag or strong tag, both are working. So you have to do this to each cell. Wow, what a headache. Each cell you have to do this. But no need to do. Still we have not learned the ISA concept, right? We will learn this in maybe next week, not next week. Next week we will be learning how to add images. Next week we will be learning how to add images to the table, not to the table, images to the web pages. Then how to add images, videos, and all that I'll teach you next day. So that is my plan. Anyway, so you need to write down this. Before that, I will show how to do this. But don't be upset. I have not taught this before. How to do this, I'll give you a small trick. That is by adding a style. So that is the easiest way. Styling is not HTML, it's a different language. Then you can say inside the table, inside the table row, inside table data, everything that you can see, the font size is, you can mention the number of pixels, let's say 16 pixels. Color is red. That's all. It will be applied to entire table. You can see font size and this. So now you can erase this. No need to mention using separate tags because my styling part has done the work for me. Font size is not enough. Why is that? 20 pixels. No. 24 pixels. Okay, good. So I need to make it bold. I can say font weight. These are styles. I didn't explain this before, just telling, because you need to finalize this. If you want to align center, that is also easy. Text align center. See, it's applying to everywhere. So that is what styling is. Right, I'm done with small style. Right, so let's make it neat now. The code need to be well readable. Now you can see the first row having, so this is what I was telling. First row having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cells. පළවෙනි row එකේ cells 6යි. හරිද? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. The second row 1, 2, 3 cells. 1, 2, then මෙයා පල්ලෙහාට ඇවිල්ලා මෙයාත් ඇවිල්ලා 3 cells. The next row 1, මෙයා හින්දා එයාට ඉඳ නැහැ. 1, 2 cells. The third row 2 cells here. The fourth row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. So that is what I said this is not same number of cells. Likewise, you can divide this. You can generate this dynamic table, or this is not kind of a fixed size or fixed size. It's not same amount of cells. Same amount of cells are not in each row. It is different amount of cells. So this is the final code. You can take a snapshot, but my recommendation, even after taking the snapshot, please write down. That is my recommendation. Why? Not just write down, practice this using notepad. Or notepad එක නිකන් පාට එන්න නැත්නම් නිකන් කම්මැලි වගේ නම් පාට නැතුව මේක කරන්න. Use notepad++. So that is nice software. Or you can even download brackets. That software that I am using is brackets. You can download it for Windows. Then use it. That will give the line numbering, everything, automatic completion, auto coloring, everything will be given. So if it is too small, let's make it bigger. So some are using mobile phone to see this. Take a screenshot now of this part, but do this practically. Don't be lazy. This is the part. Most of the students, they are not doing the practicals. That is the reason why most of the students are telling the A-level ICT is difficult. It's not actually. Only thing is you have to do the practicals. See the paper. So most of the questions are practical questions, but you think that you can buy hard and go to the examination. එහෙම හිතුවට කරන්න බෑ. එක්සෑම් එකට කටපාඩම් කරලා යන්න පුළුවන් කියලා හිතාගෙන හිටියත් පුළුවන්. ගියාට උත්තර ලියන්න. You need the practical knowledge. Okay. Next part. Take a snapshot of this as well. Okay. So then this is the result that you are getting. I did a small mistake. This is wrong. The answer is wrong. Why? Can anyone recognize the mistake? This is the table. And this is the result. What's the mistake? There's small error. Yes, Netuli. Varun, Linoja, anyone? Yes. What is the error?
Text is
Aligning.
Aligning, yes, aligning is left. Aligning nang eka hadanna puluwan අපි aligning දාමුකෝ left. That is one thing. Align need to be left. Okay, that hari eka ekak. What else? There is another mistake. See, you can recognize that. There is another mistake. Height can be reduced. Right, that is another one. Height can be reduced. Height is 2.
Table border.
Yes, table border. It's not table border. It is the space between cells. Space between cells. Right? Not table border. It's space between cells. You can say cell spacing is 0. No space between cells. Then you'll get solid lines. And as well as there is small gap between these. You can see the text and line ekai me text ekai athare podi gap ekak tiyenawa here. So that is called cell padding. You can mention that as well. Cell padding. So that is around 6 pixels. Okay, 6 okay, cell padding 6. Hari ඔය තියෙන පොඩි gap එකක් තියෙනවා. 6 නෙමෙයි 10 වගේ තියෙනවා. Cell padding 10. And also the height need to be changed. I think height is around 100. Okay. Not change. Save. Oh. So since there is a padding, that's why it's giving like, let's reduce the padding to 6. Okay. That's it. So do these changes, then take a snapshot. Now you understood how to generate the same visual. But next day I will be teaching one more thing, how to divide page. How to divide a page into sections using tables. Same method, how to divide the page. And also I'll be teaching how to add, how to add images and multimedia. Okay, this part. Right. Okay, small thing that you need to do as a homework. It is this. So you can do this actually. Okay, you can do this actually, but the thing is, I'll explain this as next day. But before I explain, you need to try out. So please try out. So I have mentioned the number of pixels, the width and height. So try out this at home. And if you have successfully completed, or if you get any errors, please send it to my WhatsApp. I can help you correct that. Okay. Please take a snapshot. You can see the number of pixels, count it. Create this table. This table is to divide the entire page into sections. You can see the number of pixels. It is covering the entire page. So you need to create that. And once you have created, you should be able to divide the entire page into sections like given below. That is what actually done in the website development, web designing. Web designing වලදී toy වගේ තමයි. Tables නැත්නම් කොටු tables වලින්ම නෙමෙයි ඇත්තටම. It's using squares called divs and CSS to divide page like this. So first of all, do this using a table and send it to me. So since we have done a considerable work, I'm thinking of stopping a little early for today because you have to do this exercise as well, and please send it to me. Today itself, if you can send it to me, that is great. Otherwise, you will forget, right? So try to send it today itself. Okay, then. See you all next week. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good.